Number 1. Carbon dating isn't accurate to determine the age of the Earth. Well, perhaps that's why carbon dating isn't the preferred method for dating rocks and fossils. In fact, there are a great many methods of radiometric dating that accurately measure the decay of radioactive elements in rocks, meteorites, and fossils. And those methods can confidently measure the age of planet Earth to be 4.5 billion years. Number 2. You can't prove evolution. As opposed to proving the young Earth theory from primitive anonymous documents? Well, actually, man has unlocked the world of genetics to reveal that all living things have and do evolve, and that similarities exist between the DNA of plants, animals, and humans alike. Evolution is observable, provable science. Number 3. If man evolved from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys? This is like asking, if America was colonized by the English, why do we still have England? Next question, please. Number 4. The human eye is too complex to have evolved. This argument is also known as irreducible complexity. This gross oversimplification ignores creatures like the single-celled euglena, which have evolved antennae for light. Mollusks and jellyfish have evolved varying grades of vision. Plus, consider this, the human eye is more poorly constructed and much less acute than the eye of the octopus or the great horned owl. Did God care more about the design of the horned owl than his own children? Number 5. Atheism is actually a religion. Indeed, much like not collecting stamps might be called a hobby, or not smoking might be called a habit. Number 6. Oh yeah? Well, scientist X believes in God. Well, that's nice. So did icons like Copernicus, Kepler, Galileo, who also lived during the time of dirt floors, bleeding sick people to cure them of illness, and burning witches at the stake. Sir Isaac Newton was a believer and theologian. He was also an alchemist. Did Newton's groundbreaking research on gravity and the laws of motion also prove his belief that metals had magical powers and could be combined to make gold? Number 7. So you're saying that everything happened by chance? No. Well, chance certainly plays a part in the evolutionary cycle, but natural selection promotes non-random change of specific desirable traits over time. Living organisms didn't just pop into existence by chance, but they did evolve over millions, sometimes billions of years. The second law of thermodynamics. We love this argument because it is thrown out so flippantly and with so little understanding. In a nutshell, the second law of thermodynamics says that systems must become more disordered over time. So, complex living cells and organisms couldn't have come out of basic inanimate chemicals. In other words, more time means more chaos. What creationists fail to mention is that this law only works in a closed system where no energy or matter leaves or enters. The Earth is not a closed system. It receives outside heat and light from our sun's nuclear fusion, fueling simple organisms so that they can become more complex by consuming other forms of life and non-living materials. Here's an easy way to frustrate this argument when a Christian brings up the second law of thermodynamics. Ask him what the other laws are. When he shrugs and stares into space, you'll know how truly informed he is on the subject.